So, firstly, ma'am, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Rekha, and I'm a teacher by profession. I'm into organ donation and creating awareness about organ donation.
Your story is truly inspirational, and I think it really deserves to be heard.
It was indeed a very, very difficult decision. Decide to donate my son's organs.
What do you think was the impact on your life? Like you said, the organs were donated to 9 other people.
Probably I may not have survived only because I was in so much of grief. But the only happiness which I had that time was that I kept him alive in all those 9 people.
Today, I'm joined by someone who actually had the courage, the sahas, to go through with such an important decision of organ donation and create a positive impact. I'd like to welcome Miss Rekha, the proud mother of an organ donor. It's a pleasure having you today, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So, firstly, ma'am, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Rekha, and I'm a teacher by profession, an avid reader, a big time animal lover, and I do a lot of social work. Social work, as in being kind, doing a good deed per day. That's my motive in life. And of late, I'm into organ donation and creating awareness about organ donation.
Right. That's great to hear, ma'am. It's definitely really crucial topic that needs to be talked about more. And I know it's a really sensitive topic, and I can't imagine how hard it must be to talk about it on such a platform. But your story is truly inspirational, and I think it really deserves to be heard. So, could you tell us how you made such an important yet difficult decision?
It was indeed a very, very difficult decision to decide to donate my son's organs. What happened was, it happened in the month of January in 2015. My only son, Rishabh, he met with an accident on his way back from the college, and there were 5 children in the car. He was sitting on the left side of the car, and their car was hit by a UP Roadways bus on the express highway near Advent Building, and 3 children died in that accident. The apathy was Rishabh was left to die on the road. He had breath, but nobody helped him. And then there were people who were taking videos and uploading on the YouTube and all that. But then an auto rickshaw person comes and he takes him to the hospital on the opposite side, JP Hospital. But by then there was only 10% breath which was left in him, and the next day he was declared brain dead. I had read about organ donation, and I knew little about organ donation. Now I wanted my son to live on. He was just 18 years old, full of life, a national footballer, studying in um, doing hotel management. So I didn't know how to keep him immortal and just to keep his legacy moving. I decided that I'll donate his organs and just keep him alive in all those people. So then I decided, and the army hospital, which was on the panel of the hospital, JP Hospital, they came and his organs were donated to 9 of them. And my only condition was I wanted to meet those people, and I met all of them. That's it. It was very difficult because I knew the moment I say yes and I sign, he would be taken away from the ventilator and he would be actually taken away from life. But I had to take that decision because I knew he's not going to come back. Maybe it's 1 week, 1 month. So I don't know from where I got the strength, but it was just to keep him. Everybody should know that, to when a patient or a person is brain dead, he's not going to come back. He or she is not going to come back. So that right decision there to keep that person alive, you must do something. Be kind and just do what is right. And I just thought that I should keep him alive by donating his organs. That's it.
This is a really heroic thing you did, ma'am. And I think we really need more people like you. I'm really grateful that you chose to talk about this, even though it must be really hard, because I think this will inspire so many people to get to know more about organ donation and urge them to pledge to be an organ donor so they can impact so many lives. But what do you think was the impact on your life and that of others? Like you said, the organs were donated to 9 other people. So, what impact did this decision create?
I truly believe that had I not taken this decision of donating his organs, probably I may not have survived only because I was in so much of grief. But the only happiness which I had that time was that I kept him alive in all those 9 people, and I could feel him in all those 9 people. There were 2 children who got his cornea, and they were blind children, and they could see the world through his eyes. A, a person who would have survived maybe for 3 4 months, he was donated his liver, which is very difficult to get liver. So for me, this decision actually helped me to cope up with my grief also. I was happy that I was able to help some of them, and I could see him, feel him in those people. So and then it gave me a different perspective to life altogether. Now there was this person, Rekha, who could see life differently. I knew that there is life after death also. So my Rishabh did that for these people.
That's really beautiful, ma'am. It's great to hear that you overcame this by making others' lives better along with your own. So, this is a really important and really challenging decision that you made. And I'm sure that there were some challenges that you faced. So, can you tell us about those, how you uh, mustered the courage to overcome them?
Yes, it was indeed a very difficult decision for me to take, and my family supported me completely. My next family, my everybody, they supported me. But then I had lots of friends who were not in favor of me taking this decision of donating his organs, because the moment I would have signed the papers, he would have been out of the ventilator, and actually he would have been he would have to leave the world then. There were people, they thought that why should I remove him from the ventilator when he was breathing, but the one thing which they didn't understand was he was brain dead. Brain dead means he actually gone, in maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, not more than that. Then he would have had a cardiac arrest and he would have gone. But I wanted that he should go with dignity. He should leave a legacy behind, people should remember him for his good deeds, and he was a kind boy. So I wanted that he should live even after his death. He should live on. That's the reason I decided, and I just kept my ears closed uh, from everyone, and I took that decision of donating his organs. Yes, if you talk about the awareness part here, the awareness here in North is much, much less, because I have a friend who was suffering from an autoimmune disease called SLE, wherein the organs are attacked, So her heart was completely in a bad shape, and just 12 13% heart was working, and from 2015 she was suffering from this disease. So she was undergoing a treatment in a well-known hospital in uh, Gurgaon. But then the last thing which they told her was a heart transplant. We waited for almost 1.5 years, almost 2 years. We could not get her. Every time they used to call her to the hospital for a transplant, and then they would say that the heart didn't match. And at least 8 9 times she was called to the hospital. So then we decided, she was in a very bad shape, totally immovable. and with so many, needles and all pricked into her. So then we decided to shift her to Chennai, which was again a very difficult decision. We shifted her to Chennai, and within a month, she got a heart transplant, and it's just 15 days now. She's back in uh, Noida after her transplant. So in fact, we raised money also for her for the entire process. So what I found was here people don't have that kind of awareness wherein they understand that when a patient or anybody is declared brain dead, it means the person is gone, and you need to take that decision quickly so that you can take that decision of donating the organs. So lot of awareness spread needs to be done here. People need to be they get stuck with the rituals, and agar they say that if we don't burn the body or bury the body, they will not get moksha. But it's not that. It's not the bodies which go to the heaven, it's the souls which go to the heaven. And that understanding has to be there. It's a difficult decision to make when you have somebody who's close to your heart, and yes, it takes a lot of courage. You really need courage to take that decision, but then that has to be taken. Only then can you save the lives of others. And what better than saving the lives of others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful how you chose to do this. And I think you're definitely right. There needs to be more awareness about this so it can be done more often.
Yes.
And the decisions can be made at the right time.
It needs to be taken at the right time. That vacuum which they leave never gets filled. But then, even in that moment of grief, you find there is a ray of hope. There is that grief turns into happiness. When you find that your near one or your near or dear one leaves and still gives happiness and lives to others. So I feel I found happiness in doing this. Though I was very upset, it took me long time to heal. I'm still in that grief period, but that it gives me happiness. And today, if I'm here, it's because of my decision of donating my son's organs. And if I'm getting that respect, and if I'm getting that that respect, it's all because of that decision which I took that time.
And lastly, what message would you like to give to the viewers of our podcast today?
See, firstly, we all should be kind, and we all should do something to help others in whichever way. And then I would urge everybody to pledge their organs, because it's just the bodies which go to the heaven. It's just the souls which go to the heaven and not the body. So you should try to help people in case you have such a situation which comes in. I I definitely don't want any such a thing to come into anybody's like. In case such a situation arises, then we must take that decision and donate the organs. And other than that, we all should pledge our organs, because it's the legacy which of kindness. It's the legacy of compassion which moves on, which goes on in life.
That's a really beautiful and inspiring message that people should keep with them. Thank you so much for talking about this, despite how difficult it must be. I think your story will really urge other people to realize the importance of organ donation and how it can make such a positive impact. So thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for inviting me here to talk about all this. Thank you so much.
If you want to know more about organ donation and want to pledge to be an organ donor, log on to organindia.org to know more. We'll be back with another episode. Thank you.